What is going on, everybody? Good Friday morning. The boy Bad Diggity Dizzle in desperate need of a shave as usual. Back with another New York Giants video. And just a quick video here. Just want to talk about Ian Rapaport actually came out and said that the New York Giants are a dark horse in the NFC to make the playoffs. And as much as I would love to believe Ian Rapaport, who's one of the most credible sources in the NFL, it's a tough statement. I would love to believe that we are a dark horse, no doubt. I love what we did in the draft. I love what we did in free agency. I do believe we're moving in the right direction. I think protecting Daniel Jones is going to allow him to have a great year. I think we're going to be able to run Saquon Barkley a lot. I think our secondary can be one of the best, a top 10 secondary in the NFL when these guys get a little bit of experience underneath them. But, I still think that we are missing a couple of big pieces. That edge rusher, especially, I do believe that if we had a number one edge rusher, that maybe that would put us over the top. I still worry about the linebacking core a little bit. Obviously, we can use Peppers and McKinney in that facet to cover the middle of the field to kind of get a coverage linebacker with all the versatility that they bring. We also don't have a number one wide receiver. I've said time and time again, I do believe that our receiving core is good enough, and as long as we're able to run the ball and control the clock and get first downs and have extended drives to keep our defense off the field, then I do believe that we can be much better there. And I think if the Giants are going to make the postseason, if the Giants are going to win 9 games or 10 games this year, that is exactly what we would have to do. We would have to run Saquon Barkley, run, and then run some more. The Giants would have to go back to the way they used to do things in 2008, 2009, 2007 when they were running the ball with Jacobs and Bradshaw and controlling the clock. This is exactly what they would have to do. Now, if the Giants can run the ball, if they do get protection, if guys like Matt Parrott and Andrew Thomas and Shane Lemieux, if they come in here and they're dominant, and we have a good offense where we're controlling the clock most of the game, or we have 33 minutes of possession this season as opposed to the 28 we had last year, that makes an enormous difference. My biggest question with the Giants isn't even so much the talent and the new coaching staff, which I absolutely love our coaching staff. I think our coaching staff is so underrated. I think that's one of the most underrated aspects of football is your coaching staff, especially in the playoffs. I always say, man, the most talented teams are going to make the playoffs. You can beat bad teams with talent, but when you get into the playoffs, all teams are talented, and the best coaches come up with the game plans to win. This is why Belichick has always won, because he's so brilliant as far as game planning for his opponent. This is why even though the Patriots wouldn't have you wouldn't say they have the most talent. Do they have a number one wide receiver? No. Do they have a number one edge rusher? No. Yes, they have the best quarterback in the world in Tom Brady. But still, they don't have these pieces that the Giants don't have. They don't have a number one edge rusher. They don't have a number one wide receiver per se. They do a lot of quick slants. A lot of guys like Edelman, Amendola, and I can never think of the other guy's name. Edelman. So they have a lot. Or Welker was the other guy. So they had those guys, Brady's entire career, and that's kind of how they did it. And they use running back by committee. Now the Giants don't have to do that stuff. My biggest thing with the Giants is our schedule. Our schedule is so tough. I mean, we are playing legitimate Super Bowl contenders in the Ravens, in the Niners, teams like that are really, really good. We play the teams in our division. I think that we can beat Dallas and Philadelphia, but I've thought that for the last 3 years, and we haven't done it. So the Giants have got to show me that they can win these games, that they can compete, and that they can close out the games. I do think that we're going in the right direction. I do think that the formula is there to win games. We just have to stay healthy and execute. And I've said this time and time again, and I will say this ad nauseum throughout the season, man. No stupid penalties, no turnovers. You win the turnover battle, you limit your penalties, and you're able to run the ball, you're going to be a good team. It's all fundamentals, which is where the coaching staff comes into play, man. I've always said that the team takes on the personality and the persona of its head coach. Pat Shermer was a lazy, gutless flab, and that's the way we played out there, like gutless flabs. No confidence, no nothing. Just kind of slumped shoulders, no energy, bleh. Joe Judge ain't that guy. Joe Judge is saying we're going to punch in the nose for 60 minutes. You bring that kind of philosophy to a team, you have a bunch of guys out there that are going 110% effort on every play and trying to do their best to win, not taking plays off and enjoying what they do out there. A team full of energy, a team full of grit. You know what I mean? You're gonna have a really successful team. I love what we're doing. Don't get me wrong, and I think in 2021 we are competing for this division. I don't have a doubt in my mind. I think next year we compete for the division. But hey, man, Ian Rapaport thinks we're going to do it this year. I hope Ian's right. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think that we have a legitimate chance to make the playoffs, or do you think that Ian Rapaport may be a year too soon. I'm trying to be as optimistic as I can. I love this team. I want to win 10 games. I want to win 12 games. I want to win a damn Super Bowl. I miss those days. I'm lucky enough. I'm old enough to have seen all 4 championships. Or all 4 Super Bowls. I want to see more. So hopefully, Ian Rapaport is right. But what do you guys think? Are we contenders this year to make the playoffs, or do we have to wait another year? As always, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, please like, please subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your Friday. Until next time, it's a bad diggity dizzle, and I am gone. Peace!